In this example, we're going to take a C-size border and modify it, and because it was a released drawing, we have to change it to a Rev A. So that's where this A comes into play. Up until now, you've had dash dash D. That meant no revision. This is a Rev A. Okay, so if I were doing this for the 185 class, for example, we can cancel this, and we're going to make it Rev A. So first thing you do is you rename the part. So we go to properties and change the name. This one should have had a dash dash D. We now have a dash AD, and we select OK. So we have to save this right away. So we're going to hit this down arrow, and save with options. Now I like to have as few parts on the screen as possible because it's going to make this chart easier to read. This is the drawing. I just changed the name. So I just highlight it, okay? And then here it says one new object. Oh, you know what? Because I've never saved. I didn't bother saving yet, so there's nothing to change or make a revision on. That's why this thing here has not highlighted. I'm not able to save as a revision. There's never been one. So I'm going to cancel that. And I just should have done this right the first time. Go to properties and name this the dash DD. So hopefully you've already done your part right, named it. Okay, so ideally you make a print, you make a drawing and then you save it. Once you save the drawing, you go ahead and print the drawing. Okay, and then that would be it, unless a mistake happened and the shop said they want to change something. So we're going to pretend like we're going to change to a Rev D drawing. So first step, now that it's been named once, and I believe I saved it, let's just we'll just hit save. It's going to go into 193 part design. Guess I should have changed that. If I hit the down arrow, hopefully I can find, let's do this in the 185 students company, 185 leaders, select OK. I got this problem here. It's because I didn't save this model at all and it's still sitting here. So I could close this and I could close this, but I saved this model, so I should be able to switch to 185 students or whatever collaboration, whatever class you're in. If you're in ENGT 193, find the 193 students, or if you're a brand new student, ENGT 111, you find that, click on it. Okay, I'm going to click on ENGT 185 student and select OK, and it allowed me to switch this to say ENGT 185 student. Now ignore that it says A.1. It's just kind of confusing with the naming system, but when I change this to properties, I'm going to change this A or dash to an A, capital letter A. Okay, so that stands for revision A. I select OK, and the first thing I do right away is I save it, and this A.1 is going to turn to a B.1, and this will be A. Well, let's see. I'm going to do a save with options. Click on this one in the list. You notice that nothing here is highlighted. It won't let me pick on anything. If I leave my cursor there for 2 seconds, it tells me what that icon is, but it won't let me pick anything until I say which one. So it's nice if you only have the one to pick, you don't screw that up. You'll notice that the top row gets highlighted. It says there's been one modification down here. So that one modification for this part number. Now you can grab here and move this out. I kind of like to see what it's saying, and that does match up here as well as matching up here. So I will go save as a new revision. Now some people go in and they say save as new, but then that's not the correct way, because we want it to know that there's a revision to the original. Okay, so I'm going to hit save revision. Oh great, now there's two options: save as new revision. This is new here. It's nice that this tooltip comes in hidden under my cursor. Immediate save as new revision. I think I'm just going to go old school and grab the save as new revision. One new object, and I say OK. And see how this A becomes a B? So I know there's a new copy of it. I'm going to hit my search or content, and it tells me all the things I've last saved. Now the problem is I won't see this revision A-D. I might not even see the well, I guess this one came in without the rev A. But don't panic if you don't see it. All you have to do is hit this down arrow, or sorry, this clock, and show all. And it's verifying that these two results haven't actually gotten saved into that 185 students collaboration. That's the problem with working in the cloud. It takes longer to actually get it saved and registered that it's there. But it is there. Again, I did a search show all. When I hit that clock, there was a clock up there. So again, if I go to my content, I hit this clock, show all. So let me know it's still working on this one. Okay, that's part one to the revision.